अनंत संसार समुद्रतार नौकायिताभ्यां गुरुभक्तिदाभ्यां वैराग्य साम्राज्यद पूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कवित्ववारासि निशाकराभ्यां दौर्भाग्यदावाम्बुदमालिकाभ्यां दूरीकृतानम्रविपत्तिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नताययो श्रीपतितां समीयो कदाचिदप्याशु दरिद्रवर्याः मूकाश्च वाचस्पतितां हिताभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नालीकनिकाशपदाहृदाभ्यां नानाविमोहादिनिवारिकाभ्यां नमज्जनाभीष्टततिप्रदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नृपालिमौलिव्रजरत्नकान्ति सरिद्विराजजशकन्यकाभ्यां नृपद्वदाभ्यां नतलोकपङ्क्तेः नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां पापान्धकारार्कपरम्पराभ्यां तापत्रयाहीन्द्रकघेश्वराभ्यां जाड्याब्दिशं शोषणवाडवाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां समाधिषट्कप्रदवैभवाभ्यां समाधिदानव्रतदीक्षिताभ्यां रमाधवाङ्घ्रिस्थिरभक्तिदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो अखिलेष्टदाभ्यां स्वाहा सहायाक्षदुरन्धराभ्यां स्वान्ताच्च भावप्रदपूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कामादिसर्पव्रजगरुडाभ्यां विवेकवैराग्यनिधिप्रदाभ्यां बोधप्रदाभ्यां नृतमोक्षदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां Namaste to all of you. Suprabhatam. We welcome you all for this morning Asana Pranayama Mudra Bandha session. Please spread your mat, be seated, sit comfortably in a meditative posture. Keep your back, neck and head in a nice straight line. Eyes gently closed. Make your body still motionless. Become aware of the whole physical body. Become aware of the stillness of the physical body. And become aware of the stiffness, pain, discomforts, uneasiness. That you may be experiencing in the physical dimension. Now, from the physical body, shift your awareness to your natural breathing. Become aware of each and every breath as it flows in and as it flows out. Intensify your awareness of each and every breath. Next time when your breath flows in, along with the incoming breath, bring your awareness to the eyebrow center. At the eyebrow center, you see a dark space. This dark space is known as Chidakasa. Visualize this dark space, the mental space that you can see in front of the closed eyes. It is like a screen in a theater. In this screen, you mentally project the image of your mother and see the image of your mother. To your mother. Then visualize the image of your father. Offer pranams to your father. Visualize the image of your guru, your acharya. Offer pranams to your guru. And finally, visualize the image of a bright, sparkling jyoti. Looking into this jyoti, together we will chant the mantra Om 3 times. Breathe in gently. Breathe in again. And again. Please listen and repeat after me. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. We will now chant Mahamrityunjaya mantra 11 times, all together. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. For a few moments, remain still and observe the vibration and the effect of the chanting of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. The sankalpa for this mantra for healing, energy, power, immunity and strength. Now we will be chanting Gayatri mantra 11 times. The sankalpa for this mantra is for wisdom, inner clarity, intuitive knowledge, learning, perception and opening the dormant doors of intelligence. 11 times all together. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। We will now be chanting Durga Dvatrimshat Namamala. The sankalpa for this mantra for overcoming of distresses in life, experiencing peace and harmony. Three rounds altogether. Om Durga Durgartishamani Durga Padvinivarini Durga Machedini Durga Sadhini Durga Nashini Durgatodharini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Majnanada Durga Daityalokadavanala Durgama Loka Durgamatma Swarupini Durgamarga Prada Durgama Vidya Durgamashrita Durgama Jnana Samsthana Durgama Dhyana Bhasini Durgamoha Durgamaga Durgamartha Swarupini Durgamasura Samhantri Durgamayudadharini Durgamangi Durgamata Durgamya Durgameshwari Durga Bhima Durga Bhama Durga Bha Durga Dharini. Om Durga Durgartishamani Durga Padvinivarini Durga Machedini Durga Sadhini Durga Nashini Durgatodharini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Majnanada Durga Daityalokadavanala Durgama Loka Durgamatma Swarupini Durgamarga Prada Durgama Vidya Durgamashrita Durgama Jnana Samsthana Durgama Dhyana Bhasini Durgamoha Durgamaga Durgamartha Swarupini Durgamayudadharini Durgamangi Durgamata Durgamya Durgameshwari Durga Bhima Durga Bhama Durga Bha Durga Dharini. Om Durga Durgartishamani Durga Padvinivarini Durga Machedini Durga Sadhini Durga Nashini Durgatodharini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Majnanada Durga Daityalokadavanala Durgama Loka Durgamatma Swarupini Durgamarga Prada Durgama Vidya Durgamashrita Jnana Samsthana Durgama Dhyana Bhasini Durgamoha Durgamaga Durgamartha Swarupini Durgamasura Samhantri Durgamayudadharini Durgamangi Durgamata Durgamya Durgameshwari Durga Bhima Durga Bhama Durga Bha Durga Dharini. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Become aware of the eyebrow center once again and feel the vibration spreading from the eyebrow center throughout the body. Become aware of the whole physical body. Become aware of this external environment. Rub your palms against each other. Become completely aware of the external environment. Rub the palms against each other. Place the palms on the eyes. Feel the heat pass from the palms into the eyes. Drop the hands down. Open your eyes. And please come to standing position. We will start with the practice of Tadasana. Today we will also include a few variations in Tadasana, Tiryak Tadasana and Kati Chakrasana, since we've been doing it for a couple of days now. Keep your legs about half a feet apart. Please ensure that your legs are not wide apart, that your legs are not together, but they are about half a feet apart. You can measure the gap between the legs by making a fist and one thumb and place that and see whether you have got only that much gap between the legs. Then you relax the shoulders, drop the hands by the side of the body. Keep your head, neck and back in one straight line. Gently close your eyes. The moment you close your eyes, you realize that your body is swaying like a tall grass in wind. The body is swaying forward, backward, right side, left side. If the swaying is too much, you should adjust the position of your legs and make your body completely still like a statue. Then open your eyes and fix your gaze on some object in front of you. Place the hands now on top of the head and become aware of your natural breath. This is the starting position for Tadasana. Once you come into starting position, you start observing your natural breath. Along with the next incoming breath, give yourself a nice upward stretch, as if somebody is pulling you from above. And when breath goes out, return back to starting position. You have to do the practice in a synchronized manner. The final full stretch has to be achieved together for both legs and hands. And when you return, the time when your hand touches the head and the time when your heel touches the floor should be synchronized. Along with the incoming breath, you raise up. Along with the outgoing breath, you return to starting position. Along with the incoming breath, stretch yourself nicely upward. Along with the outgoing breath, come back to starting position. Along with the incoming breath, along with the outgoing breath, return to starting position. Along with the incoming breath, you stretch yourself nicely as high as you can. And along with the outgoing breath, come back to starting position. Drop your hands down now. Close your eyes and observe the changes you experience in the body. Now keep your legs about a meter apart. Ensure that your toes are pointing to the front and They are not pointing to the sides. Create a firm base with the feet, a wide base. Then you ensure that your back is straight, head, neck and back are in one straight line, and slowly take both the hands above the head, interlock the fingers, give yourself a nice upward stretch. Chin is slightly tucked up, and then become aware of your breathing. Next time when your breath goes out, along with the outgoing breath, gently slide your body over to your left side. Along with the incoming breath, return to center. Along with the outgoing breath, down to the right side. Along with the incoming breath, return to center. Be aware of your breathing. When breath is going out, you will bend into the Tiryak Tadasana posture. When breath returns, you will come back to starting position. Awareness of the hip, rib cage, chest, shoulder, arms, hands, head, and awareness of the stretch in the body, awareness of breathing, awareness of synchronizing the sideways bending with outgoing breath and returning to center with incoming breath. Keeping the hand fully stretched throughout practice. Being aware of not twisting the hip or leaning forward or backward. When you complete 5 rounds, you can drop your hands down, bring your legs together and relax for a short while. Observe the changes you experience in the body. And now get ready for the second variation of Tiryak Tadasana. Once again, keep your legs about a meter apart. This time, you will go into the posture of Tiryak Tadasana and stay there for a few moments. So give yourself a nice upward stretch. And then along with the outgoing breath, slowly bend over to your left side and stay there with normal breathing for a short while, maybe 2 or 3 breaths or 5 breaths, according to your body's condition. And then when you want to return, come back to center and bend over to the other side with outgoing breath. How much you bend is not the most important thing. To maintain the correct posture, where you do not lean over to the front or back, where you do not twist your hip or bring the chest forward or drop the head forward. To maintain a straight posture and remaining there in the final pose with normal breathing for a short while. Then you bring your hands down, bring your legs together, close your eyes for a moment and observe the changes you experience in the body. Observe the change in the way you are breathing. Observe the change in the waist, the hip, the rib cage, both sides of the chest, both the sides of the shoulders, shoulder blades, upper back, middle back, lower back, both sides of the hip. And then get ready for the next practice. Kati Chakrasana. You can keep your legs shoulder width apart for Kati Chakrasana. We will be doing it in 2 speeds. First we will do it synchronized with natural breath. Then we will be doing it at a slightly higher speed with forced exhalation. So get ready now. Raise both the hands to shoulder level. Along with the outgoing breath, twist the body to the left side. Along with the incoming breath, return back to center. Again, along with the outgoing breath, twist the body to the right side. Along with the incoming breath, return back to center. Along with the outgoing breath to the left. Along with the incoming breath to center. Along with the outgoing breath to the right. Along with the incoming breath back to center. Like this, you are going to do 10 times at the speed of natural breath. You can turn that side and show the same practice. Keep your legs shoulder width apart. Raise the hands to shoulder level. Along with the outgoing breath to the left. Along with the incoming breath to center. Along with the outgoing breath to the right. Along with the incoming breath back to center. Along with the outgoing breath to the left. Along with the incoming breath back to center. Along with the outgoing breath to the right. Along with the incoming breath back to center. Like this, when you complete 10 rounds, you can stop your practice. You can drop the hands down. Let go of the efforts. And observe how you feel in the hip, how you feel in the shoulders, arms, hands, back, spine, hip. Now get ready for the same practice at a slightly higher speed. This time we are going to breathe out with the sound ha. So keep your legs shoulder width apart. Raise hands to shoulder level. Ha. 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 Go on like this. Continue 5 more rounds on each side. Then drop the hands down. Bring your legs together. Close your eyes and observe the changes you experience in the body. Observe how the hip, both sides of the hip joint, the point where the hip and the spine come together, have all become relieved. The stiffness has been released. Observe the change in the way you are breathing. Observe your heartbeat, the change in the heartbeat. Now get ready for Marjari Asana. Come into kneeling down posture. Mutti kaal potu nikano. Check whether your legs are shoulder width apart. Then place the hands 1 arm's distance, 1 arm's length from the knee. Back should be parallel to the floor. Hands and legs should be perpendicular, vertical. Now become aware of natural breath. When breath comes in, along with incoming breath, raise your head up and move the abdomen downward, bending the spine in the middle to create a bowl-like shape. Along with the outgoing breath, raise the mid back, pull the abdomen up, drop the head down, making a dome-like structure. Again, along with incoming breath, head up, abdomen down. Along with outgoing breath, head down, mid back up. Like this, you have to do 3 more rounds. Awareness of the breath, awareness of the spinal cord, and when you finish total of 5 rounds, you will sit back in Vajrasana and observe the experience, the change you feel in the spine, trunk, pelvic floor, abdomen, chest, throat, the whole of the back. Now get ready for Shashanka Asana, rabbit pose. In this moment of crisis, when our mind is full of anxiety, Shashanka Asana is a very relevant practice. Sit in Vajrasana, then gently raise your hand up and give a good stretch, as if somebody is pulling your hands from above. Tuck your chin a little bit upward, little bit. Do not bend your head, just a little bit. And now you have to bend forward from the waist, not from the head. Go all the way down and come into the pose of Shashankasana. If your head is not touching the floor, you can make a fist and place the forehead on the fist and relax into the pose of Shashankasana. Now you are going to stay in this pose for a while. For severe anxiety, you can stay even up to 10 minutes or even for 30 minutes. The practice is known for removing anxiety and restoring peace and calmness. You will remain in this pose and start observing your natural breath. And you will find, because the thighs are blocking the rib cage and the diaphragm area in the front side, this posture itself promotes breathing on the back side. You will realize that the expansion and contraction happens in the lateral side, the back side of the body. And you will find the back side of the rib cage expanding and contracting with every breath. This practice has a powerful influence over the adrenal cortex. We will be repeating one more round. If you wish to take a small break, you may slowly raise up, relax for a short while in Vajrasana, and then once again move into Shashankasana at your convenience. If it is difficult for you to raise the hands and bend forward and move into Shashankasana, you can come into Marjari. You can see the demonstration. From Marjari, slowly you can sit back and simultaneously drop the head down and come into Shashankasana. This day is also acceptable. You can get into the posture of Shashankasana in this day also. Once you come into Shashankasana, if necessary, you can make a fist. And this time you try to stay there for slightly longer duration. In the final pose of Shashankasana, the buttock should be resting on the heel. Become aware of breath. Become aware of the massage in the thighs and abdomen region. Become aware of the expansion and relaxation in the back. And whenever you feel that it's enough for you, you can come out of Shashankasana by moving into Marjari and also come out. You can see that demonstration also if you want. From Shashankasana, you can just raise your body up and come into Marjari and sit back in Vajrasana. That is also agreeable. You do not have to strain yourself to do yoga practices. There are some people who might tell you there is no gain when there is no pain, which is not the case. Over a period of time, the body can be prepared and successfully you can achieve the posture in a harmonious way. Now, observe how you feel in the abdomen. Observe how you feel in the pelvic floor. Observe how you are breathing. And bring your awareness to your navel region. Keep the eyes closed. Take your awareness into the navel. And imagine that you are breathing in and breathing out through the navel. When breath comes in, you feel as if breath is flowing in through your navel. When breath goes out, you feel as if breath is going out through the navel. After relaxing for a short while, now we are going to demonstrate a dynamic posture from Vajrasana series. It's called a Shashanka Bhujangasana. Whenever you are ready, slowly move into Shashankasana. Those of you who do not know this practice, please see the demonstration. Those of you who know the practice can join with us and continue to practice. Sliding forward as breath flows in, move into Bhujangasana. In this dynamic posture, you need not keep your abdomen on the floor in Bhujangasana. Along with incoming breath, you move up. Along with outgoing breath, you move back into Shashankasana. With exhalation, you come into Shashanka. With inhalation, you come into Bhujanga. Shashanka, Bhujanga. Shashanka, Bhujanga. With incoming breath, slide into Bhujanga. With outgoing breath, Shashanka. Do like this 10 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'In case you need rest in between rounds, you can take rest and then complete the remaining 5 rounds. Or if you feel 5 rounds are enough for you, you can stop with 5 rounds. There is no hard and fast rule. Once you finish the number of rounds that you have decided to do, you can relax for a short while in Shashankasana and then come into Vajrasana. And observe the change you experience in your back, your spine, your hip, your pelvic floor, your abdomen, chest, shoulders, neck. Now we are going to do the practice of Ushtrasana, the preparatory practice to begin with. Those of you who know the practice, please join us. Those of you who want to see one round as a demonstration, please look at the demonstration. First you come on your knees, then you place your thumb on the waistline with the fingers by the side of the body. The thumb is used just to support the back. This is going to be a supported backward bend. Now gently push the hip forward and start arching backward to the extent that your body will allow you. Do not force yourself. And then straighten your body. Come back to the kneeling position. So you are going to just keep the thumb on the waistline and the 4 fingers by the side. Along with incoming breath, you gently arch backward. Along with outgoing breath, you return back to upright position. Repeat one more round. Along with incoming breath, arch backward. And this time, you can remain in the arched backward bent position for a short while. Be there, breathing normally. And whenever you feel that this is enough for you, slowly straighten up, sit back in Vajrasana and relax. And while you are relaxing in Vajrasana, you have to observe the impact of the practice on the body. Now, we will do one preparatory inverted posture from the Vajrasana series. It's called as Naman Pranamasana. Asanas are segregated as forward bends, backward bends, sideways bends, twists, inversions and balancing postures. Inverted postures form an important part of an asana program, and for beginners or for anyone for that matter, Naman Pranamasana gives you benefits of almost Shirasasana. So get ready for this practice. After sitting in Vajrasana, take both your hands by the side of the body and place the 4 fingers underneath the thighs so that you catch hold of your hind leg with your 4 fingers. You can see the position of the fingers. The 4 fingers are inserted underneath the thigh and the thumb is outside. On both the sides you will find thumb is outside. Now you move into Shashankasana, keeping the hand in the same position. Then you drop your forehead down and start raising your hip up and start moving little bit forward so that the crown of your head comes in contact with the floor and your thigh has become vertical. The full load of the body weight does not go to the head because you are using your hand and catching hold of the hind leg. Remain in this pose for the duration that your body will allow you, because you are going to do 2 more rounds. Whenever you want, you may slowly move out of this posture and get into Shashankasana and relax for a short while. If you are coming out, you don't raise up straight away from this posture. So you go forward into Shashankasana, raise your hip up, move the hip forward. This practice is, however, contraindicated for people with a weak retina, with problems in the neck, cervical problems. It is also contraindicated for people with high blood pressure. You will have to first deal with those conditions, make yourself normal, and then only you can do this pose. So if you have a high BP, if you have a weak retina, if you have ocular pressure, if you have cervical problems, please do not do this practice. The longer you stay in the final pose, the better it is for the brain. This practice provides an opportunity for infusion of lot of blood into the brain. When done for a couple of months, the brain will get used to the extra blood supply that comes out of an inversion. And inverted practice should be done only after doing sufficient purification of the body. In the system of yoga, there are Shat karmas from Hatha Yoga which are helpful in purifying the body. It brings balance in the Vata, Pitta and Kapha of the body. After doing sufficient period of Jalaneti, Kunjal Kriya, Laghu Shanka Prakshalanasana, Kapala Bhati, Bhastrika Pranayama, Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, let's say for 6 months, then one can venture into the practice of Sharasasana. And during this period, one can gradually develop capability to do inversion by doing Namana Pranamasana. Now we will do a short Shavasana. Please lie down in Shavasana. Shavasana is probably the most difficult asana to instruct a person into. First, you have to keep your body in such a condition that you are not holding any part of the body tightly. You have to keep your legs apart. You have to keep the hands apart. You have to allow your legs to flop to the sides. Hands slightly away from the body. Palms of the hands facing the ceiling, facing upward. Eyes gently closed. Surrender the whole body to the floor. Surrender your whole body to the floor. Let go of the whole physical body. Let go of the whole physical body. Do not keep any part of your body tight. Allow the legs to flop to the sides. Let go of the shoulders. Let go of the back, the hip. The whole body is completely surrendered into the floor, like how a baby surrenders into the lap of his or her mother. You also let go of your body into the lap of Mother Earth and feel protected, feel nourished. There is no need to feel threatened. Let go of the whole physical physical body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. Intensify your awareness of the whole body lying on the floor without any movements. And then let go of the whole physical body. You feel as if your right leg is sinking into the floor, as if your left leg is sinking into the floor, as if your right hand is sinking into the floor, left hand is sinking into the floor. The whole body is sinking into the floor. Surrender the whole body into the floor. Now shift your awareness from the physical body to the natural breath. Feel the natural breath flowing in and out through the nostrils. When breath flows in, you are able to feel chill air flowing into the nostrils. When breath flows out, you are able to feel warm air flowing out of the nostrils. Intensify your awareness of the natural breath and feel the chill air flowing in and warm air flowing out. When breath comes in, you are able to feel a mild expansion in the body. When breath goes out, you are able to feel the whole body relax and sink into the floor. Intensify your awareness of the body gently expanding with incoming breath and relaxing and sinking down with outgoing breath. As breath flows in, your body gently expands like a balloon that is infused with air. As breath goes out, body sinks down into the floor. Intensify your awareness of body expanding like a balloon with incoming breath and the whole body sinking down to the floor with outgoing breath. Now start counting the breath in the reverse order from 11 to 1. Continue to observe expansion with inhalation and relaxation with exhalation. And start counting in the reverse order. Begin from 11, go on till you reach 1. Breath is flowing in Body expands. Breath is flowing out. Body relaxes. 11. Breath is flowing in. Breath is flowing out. 10. Breath is flowing in. Breath is flowing out. 9. Breath is flowing in. Breath is flowing out. 8. Go on like this till you reach 1. Now stop counting the breath. Stop counting the breath. Leave the awareness of breathing. Leave the awareness of breathing. Become aware of the sense of touch between body and floor. Begin to gently wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. Slowly roll your hands and legs from side to side. Slowly bring your legs together. Bring your hands close to the body. And slowly come to sitting position. Please come into sitting position. We will now start the practice of Nadi Shodhan Pranayama. Please come into sitting position. Sit in a comfortable meditative posture. Sit with your back, neck and head in a nice straight line. And get ready for the practice of Nadi Shodhan Pranayama. First you will do 10 times through the left nostril. You will do it in the ratio of 1:1. Let us say you are able to breathe for a count of 4. You will inhale for a count of 4 and then you will exhale for a count of 4. When the ratio of inhalation and exhalation are same, it is called a ratio of 1:1. So start your practice. First you breathe out completely. And then breathe in Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Breathe out Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Breathe in Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Go on like this. Please do 10 times through the left nostril. Maintain the ratio of 1:1, 4 or 5 or 6, whatever your count is. Inhalation and exhalation should be of the same ratio. And when you finish 10 times through the left nostril, you will now start the practice with the right nostril. Start with exhalation. Then inhale Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, exhale Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, inhale Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, exhale Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Please go on like this. And do 10 rounds of breathing through the right nostril. The ratio 1:1. According to your capacity, whatever count you are comfortable with. When you complete 10 times through the right nostril, now you will be doing this practice through both the nostrils. Inhale and exhale through both the nostrils. The form of breathing will be abdominal breathing or yogic breathing. We have demonstrated abdominal breathing to you in the last sessions. That should be the form of breathing. If you want a lot of prana to flow into the torso, the higher regions of the body, then you keep your palms facing upward. Can you please turn your palms upward? Like this on the knees. If you want prana to flow to the torso and the lower extremities, then you keep your palms facing downward. For example, if you have knee pain, hip pain, you can do the same pranayama practice with the palms facing downward. Whereas if you have pain in the spinal cord or the back, or you want prana to go to the higher centers like shoulder, neck, head, then you keep your palms facing upward. If you want it in both ways, you can keep for 5 rounds upward and for 5 rounds downward. Breathing is through both the nostrils. You inhale as deeply as you can, and at the same ratio you breathe out as completely as you can. Now for the last stage of Nadi Shodhan Pranayama, alternate nostril breathing. This practice is begun from the left side with an exhalation, and at the end of the exhalation you inhale deeply, close the left side, open the right side and breathe out through the right side. Then you breathe in through the right side and breathe out through the left side. There is no holding at all. We are not introducing kumbhaka, retention of breath. Now, you inhale through the left, close the left, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, close the right, exhale through the left, and maintain the ratio 1:1 and count according to your capacity. As the name suggests, Nadi Shodhana, cleansing of nadis. The yogic scriptures speak of channels through which prana flows in the Sukshma Shariram. These channels through which prana flows are like rivers. They are not tubes, they are not pipes. They are not a physical structure into which something like a prana is flowing. It is like how a river flows. As the flow happens over a period of time in a particular pathway, that pathway becomes the nadi. And Nadi Shodhana means cleansing of these pathways. Like how we have impurities in the physical dimension, we have impurities in the pranic dimension. The nadis become blocked. In the Lalita Sahasranama, 3 granthis are mentioned. And the Devi is praised as the one who unties these granthis. A granthi is a knot that does not allow prana to flow beyond that region. When a person has a Brahma Granthi intact, the Brahma Granthi happens in the Mooladhara region, and prana is not able to flow above Mooladhara. And when prana does not flow above Mooladhara and remains in that dimension, then instinct becomes the ruling factor in that person's life. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama purifies all the nadis, the whole network of nadis, the entire channel through which prana flows inside the Sukshma Shariram. Gets purified with the practice of Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Now we'll do a short practice of Kayastairyam and complete today's session with a prayer for the whole of humanity. Please sit straight with the back, neck and head in a nice straight line. Eyes gently closed. Become aware of the whole physical body. Become aware of the stillness. Become aware of the motionlessness. Become aware of the whole body from the top of the head to the toes. And allow the body to become still. From this moment till the practice is over, until I say now you can move, you should remain totally still like a statue. Become aware of the complete stillness of the body. Become aware of the complete motionlessness of the body. The whole body is totally still. The whole body is totally still. Develop awareness of total stillness. Even if you feel uncomfortable, itchy, fidgety, even if you have an urge to move, say to yourself, I am still. I am practicing Kayastairyam. Now, leave the awareness of this stillness and bring your awareness to the eyebrow center. At the eyebrow center, visualize the image of your Guru, or visualize the image of your Ishta Devata, the deity, the divine form to whom you offer prayers every day. If you practice Islam, you can feel the presence of Allah in the eyebrow center. If you are a Christian, you can visualize a cross or a Christ or a candle flame. If you are an atheist, you can visualize the image of your mother or your father, who are the givers of your life. If you are an Astika, you can visualize the image of your Guru or your Ishta Devata. Looking into that form, we are going to chant the mantra Om 3 times. Please breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply. Please repeat after me. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Trayambakam yajamahe. Sugandhim pushtivardhanam. Urvarukamiva bandhanat. Mrityor mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Please listen to this Vedic Shanti mantra and feel the grace, the protection pervade your whole being, your home, this whole city, state, this whole country, the whole world, whole of humanity. Om apyayantu mamangani vak pranaschakshuhu Shrotramato balam indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahmopanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot anirakaranam astva nirakaranam mestu tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu Dharmaste mayis santo te mayis santo. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vang me manasi pratishtita. Mano me vachi pratishtitam. Aviravirma edhi. Vedasya ma Anistah Shrutam me ma prahasihi Anena dhitena horatran sandadham Mritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu mam Avatu vaktaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bhadram no Abhivataya Manaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Devah. Bhadram Pashyemakshabirya Jatrah. Sthirairangaistushtuvaamshastanovihi Vyashema devahitam yadayuhu Swastina indro vriddashravaha Swastina pusha vishwavedaha Swastina starksho arishtanemihi Swastino vrihaspatir dadatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमाधाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। हरि ओम तत्सत। हरि ओम तत्सत। हरि ओम तत्सत। Thank you very much for joining us for this morning Asana Pranayama Mudra Bandha session. In the afternoon at 4 p.m. we will be conducting and in the evening from 8 p.m. we will be conducting a guided meditation. We welcome everyone to join both the sessions at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. today. Thank you. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.